Hey Taurus, I'm here to do a timeless reading for you. I've started the timeless series and I decided to do one for each of the zodiac signs. I will be doing them every now and then. So, what we're going to do, as usual, we're going to start with the Lenormand cards, which I'm not surprised about. A lot of us are going through this. We have the lilies, the birds, the anchor, the mouse, the crossroads. So, we're going to do tarot and then advice after this. Advice from spirit. So what we have here, the lily is you. So it talks about wisdom and maturity and spiritual uh, elevation. The birds are a bunch of gossipers. The anchor is what's holding them to the mouse, which is um, like theft and just like dysfunction, dishonesty. The crossroad is your path. So you're obviously moving towards something that the birds are observing. So it's like you're observing the birds who are determined to steal your joy or wreck your path. So this is essentially about jealousy. And you're well aware of this jealousy. So let's let's see what the tarot tells us about all of this. Okay. See the first card here, the Queen of Swords. Oh, it's so perfect, the Queen of Swords. Of course, the Queen of Swords. Because you are showing up here as the lily. You're facing the birds. So you are observing the birds. You are aware of the birds. And, that's what the Queen of Swords are saying. Like you're watching, you're observing the birds. You're not really all that concerned about the birds, which is I'm glad to see. Judgments. Wow. Cards are really coming out today. Yes, we got a loose deck today. Lovely. Yeah. So with my readings anyway, in my practice, a loose deck means kind of a positive flow. It kind of represents your attitude and your dealings with this, which is positive. A tight deck where the cards aren't coming out very easily would mean more of a blockage or something that I have to pay close attention to. But you know what? Even before I started this video and I was meditating, um, I was kind of snickering to myself because I really felt like you were kind of unbothered by this. It may ruffle your feathers a little bit in the moment, but you quickly recover from it and you're like, these guys are knuckleheads. Forget them. So, Queen of Swords, you're unbothered by this. You can easily deal with this when you're confronted with it, and you have all the the ability and the wherewithal to verbally deal with these people in a tactful way because she's upright. So the chariot, yeah, you're on your journey. Nobody got time for this nonsense, and it's chapping the birds' little asses too. They don't like it. They're trying very hard to stop you, but you can't stop a freight train. It's not going to work, birds. King of Cups. Like I said, you are unbothered by this. I felt this right away. As soon as I put down the lily and then the birds, I was like, yeah, Taurus is fine. Taurus has got this. Before I put down the anchor, I was like, yeah, I was already snickering. Yeah, and look at the mouse here is facing the crossroad, like really intently looking that way too. They are really, if they gave this much attention to their own paths, they'd be so happy and unconcerned with you. But, this is the perfect example of what I've been talking about in certain places in the comment section, where I'm like, our role as light workers are to help the lost ones find their lights. This is an example of this. These people are so detached from their own light that, and look at this. Speaking of light, look at this candle over here. He's really, but, he's not really looking at the candle. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can. Right? The mouse is really, really looking over at the crossroads here, you know? Not really looking at the candle, but the candle's there. That is the light that they should be focused on, not on the crossroads, which is your path. They're so wrapped up in your path, they can't see their own light. Okay? Hopefully, in your actions, you're not responsible for this mouse, but hopefully, in your actions, you can divert their attention to that light, to that candle there, which is their own light. That is a light worker's role. Okay, so unbothered. This is spirit communicating with you and leading you on your path, and also guiding you through this situation, because this is not only, again, we always have to remember our light worker role in any adverse situation, right? Because even in a light worker, even light workers have egos, right? They have their root chakras trying to chime in and say, you have to protect yourself, you have to, go on the extreme defensive against these people and get these people and shut them down. But, you know, as an advanced, healthy light worker, you acknowledge your ego, right? I hear you, ego. But what is a more productive way of dealing with this instead of satisfying your ego and throwing an insult at them to satisfy yourself? How is it that I can continue to focus on my path? Because you're not going to stop your path to deal with this mouse. But what is it that I can do to bring some positive energy and high vibration to this situation instead of contributing to the low vibration? And this is what the judgment is doing here. especially because it's under the Queen of Swords here, which is talking about your approach to this situation. Approach it how? With light, with love and light, instead of, defensiveness and aggression. Empress. Yeah, so beautiful. You are the Empress. There are always people around who are insanely envious of an Empress. Everyone wants to sit in this throne. But what the mouse doesn't understand is that there's a throne for them somewhere. They don't need this throne, they need their own throne. But they don't see any path to their own throne. So they've got to stop your path to make themselves feel better. Justice. Yes. Unfortunately, for the mouse, they will be dealt with, but not by you, right? You're going to leave that to God's going to take care of that. That's you sitting in your throne, God sitting in his throne. So let's not get those confused, guys. And I'm only saying that because I know you Taurians can be very, very stubborn. And when someone ruffles your feather, God help them. Your feathers, right? Am I wrong? Don't mess with the Taurus because you will get the horns. You know what I'm saying? So, but you are light worker Taurians. So we are going to, we're going to sheathe those horns, hold back, and let God take care of this. Because I tell you, God's sword is infinitely more powerful than yours. There is nothing you can do that God can't do better for them. So don't you worry. You continue on your path and let God take care of it. Queen of what did I say about continue on your path? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is protected. She's unconcerned about anyone else. She is focused on her light and her tasks that bring her wealth and fulfillment. The Queen of Swords never is concerned about a mouse or birds. And trust me, I'm not preaching to you. I'm only confirming what you already know because, like I said, I as soon as I put these two cards down, I knew. I know you're handling it, Taurus. I'm speaking with you, not at you. I'm not preaching at you. For some people need preaching. Some people are so up in their egos and their feels sometimes that I have to talk them down off the ledge. I don't think that's you, Taurus. I think you've got your. And what did I just say? I didn't really look at this card until I looked down. You have your feet on the ground. Wow, Spirit. It's the Spirit confirming. You have your feet on firmly on the ground. You got this, Taurus. Strength. Wow. Taurus, this is a very powerful reading. Strength. You are using your inner strength. You're using your strength to deal with this. You're using your strength to restrain yourself and restrain those horns, like I said. You know that already. It's not worth stopping this chariot to deal with these peasants. It's not nice to say, but in a way it is helpful just to put things in perspective, right? Because these people have nothing going for them. It would be a terrible waste of time for you really to drag yourself down into their vibration, you know? And then trigger a karmic cycle on top of that. Ay, ay, ay. You don't need that. You don't have time for that. You're in your chariot. The hermit. Again, You have self-awareness, you have the wherewithal, um, you have the introspection, and also you have, even though this is in the outcome space here, this is not really your future. This is what you possess, your present and your past, and how it's brought you to where you are, which is understanding how to deal with this kind of situation. And that reacting, is not going to get you anywhere. As hard as these birds try, because they're trying. Because look at this mouse again, really looking at this crossroad. They're really looking at that chariot. And speaking of chariots, some of you might have gotten a new car or something that people are envious about. So if that's so, guys, tell me what you got. I want to hear. You know, you guys got yourself new G wagons or something? Cyber trucks? Tell me. I want to know. So and if again, I always say if you guys feel comfortable, please comment and tell me what your individual situation is that I'm talking about here because I love your comments and I respond to all of them. So, also, guys, likes and subscribes really mean a lot to me. Seven of Cups. Okay. So, Seven of Cups can oftentimes be kind of a warning and lean slightly negative in the way that it's like, oh, you're indecisive and there's a lack of focus. But that's not what it means in this context. What this means is you have a whole lot of ahead of you and a whole lot of roads to choose from. This is positive. You have so much to choose from, so much ahead of you, the exciting things ahead of you that um, just remember this. And because there may be moments, as square-footed as you are and self-aware as you are, mousy birds can wear on a person's nerves, you know, and can catch you. Hold on, let me get a sip of water. Can catch you off guard at times and just get you at a bad time where you really do want to clap back at them and, you know, show them who's boss. But just remind yourself, ain't nobody got time for that, is what this is saying. You've got so much of it ahead of you. It's beautiful, Taurus. Confirmation? Okay. Whoa. What did I say about the loose decks? And look at this Queen of Swords. Taurus, there are no blockages here. Look at this. This is you. Seven of Swords. I love this reading so much. I love readings like this. I love to see my queerance like rising above it. This makes me so happy. It's gonna make the rest of my day. This is you, unbothered with all the swords, and these guys are over in the corner crying. Yeah, they effed around and found out pretty much. And this is you in your W. Ah, it's so fabulous. Just the Page of Swords. Again, be careful not to not to stoop to their level. Oh my God, Taurus, so great. Look at these cards flying out. Yeah, they're gonna they're gonna test you, the Taurus. They're gonna test you, and you're gonna be like, you know, just itching to clap back at them. Like, how long do you have to be the good guy here? Just let's get one more. I'm very much enjoying this reading. I feel your power, Taurus, and I'm loving. I'm just wallowing in this energy. I love it so much. These poor birds. The other thing is that sometimes, because I feel the birds, right? The Empress, Three of Swords. Yeah, trying to get at the Empress is not going to work. All right. Look at me wrecking the cards. Calm down, Grasshopper. Take it easy. Okay, so what can I say? You're winning. And they're a bunch of elves. I mean, but here's the thing. Do we, Ganesh? Yeah? Okay. So let's get back to your worker role. You're not going to do anything. Embrace. Yeah, we'll leave that over strength. Embrace. This is embracing your role and staying aware of yourself and your role at all times. And embracing your role is constantly remembering in each step in dealing with this, what is the high vibrational choice? Because you always have that choice. High vibration, low vibration. What are you going to choose? Ganesh? Well, empowerment. It might not always feel natural and comfortable taking the high road all the time, but at some point after each of those high vibrational decisions that you make at every turn, you're going to feel that much more powerful, right? Because, see, the low vibration is going to give you instant gratification, but it's kind of like, yeah, I just got uh, a vision of like lollipops. So, like taking the low vibration is like a sugar high, right? Tastes real good in the moment, and then you crash, and there's nothing to show for it. It's empty calories, right? But if you have the emotional intelligence to just go for a substantial meal with vegetables and, a little bit of protein and that kind of thing, then you feel better and healthier and stronger after. This is kind of what this is saying. And he's looking down at this coin that's it's a chakra, I think. It's hard to see, but um I'm so terrible at my chakra symbols. I don't know I think this might be crown chakra. But anyway, shame on me. I should have a look at the chakra symbols. Um at any rate, if you're doing what you know is right in your heart and paying attention to your heart instead of letting your ego take over, it may not come right away like the sugar high, but eventually you're going to feel the strength come to you. Because taking this high road and everything is not only going to be nourishing for you, but hopefully in whatever way you can affect these birds, and in whatever small way you can turn them onto their own paths and away from, you know, focusing on you. Cultivation. Yeah. Of your heart chakra, your root chakra. I mean, well, yes, and taming your root chakra and having a healthy root chakra, but your throat chakra, crown chakra, third eye. What else we have here? Steadfastness. Yeah, this is staying on course. And he's sitting here in a comfortable, elevated spot, too. Don't come down off your throne. This is almost a reflection of the Empress. Thank you, Ganesha. Okay, so what I was saying when I was shuffling this deck was um, the birds are annoyed. Let them be annoyed, and hopefully your high vibration will ruffle their feathers enough. No pun intended. Well, yeah, pun intended. Ruffle their little bird feathers enough that they'll be irritated to start working on their own chariot. There's a saying that one of my coworkers always used to say, something about being angry for success or something. He always used to say that. Okay. Don't stick around to see how you've affected the birds either. Keep going on your chariot. Like having a peek to see if karma hit them, if they like what's going on with the birds. Yeah, don't bother. Okay, there's more coming. What do we got here? Honor how I want to feel. Yeah, this is about not ignoring your root chakra, right? And anyone who's getting me wrong about that, I'm not saying that you should suppress your root chakra. Our root chakra is healthy. Our egos are healthy. Our egos are there for a reason. But, I'm only saying don't let your ego take the wheel. Your heart, your upper chakras are there for a reason. So, yes, acknowledge whatever it is your root chakra is shouting at you about. Acknowledge it. Yes, I know I feel angry. I know I feel like I want to clap back at them, but what is the game plan? You know, because all your ego wants to do is react. So, but we know better than that, right? And by the way, and let's not forget, Taurus, that you are earth signs. And, earth signs are very, very, can be overly rooted in their root chakras. So, and that's what your horns are all about. Like, those horns are seriously sharp and strong, you know. And your root chakra is gonna want to utilize those horns just to hold back and really assess the situation before you're, you know, coming at people. The universe has my back. Yes, of course. You're not in this alone. And the universe is going to help steer you through this safely. And by safely, I mean, I don't think any of you are in physical danger, but safely in the way that you're not going to, like I was talking about before, you safely through so that you don't trigger a karmic lesson. So let's see, what else do we have? Sonia Choquette. Any others? No. Okay. I think that is the message. Yeah, I don't think you need any other advice here, Taurus. You got this. Tell me about this, Taurus. You know how much I love this energy. I've already expressed, so talk to me. Tell me what's happening. I love you, Taurus. Congratulations on whatever it is that you're winning at. I'll speak to you soon. Love and light.